my name is Sherri Goring. I just wanted to take a couple minutes and introduce myself. My girls and I are new to the community, and I find that video is a little more personal. You can put a face with a name. So I decided to answer my chamber questions this way versus just typing it out. So thank you if you're taking the time to actually watch this. I do appreciate it. We just moved here from southern Iowa. And to be honest, I lived in Waukee when I was young, and it's completely different now. Obviously, you probably know that the growth out here is tremendous. I honestly never would have imagined that we would find our way back here, but here we are, and I couldn't be more excited. So I hope that you're okay with me sharing a little bit of my faith, because that's how I was led here. I do believe that God placed us in this community for a reason, and part of that has to do with the school system here. It's incredible. I've heard nothing but amazing things, and then having a personal experience with the school district, I've been blown away. So my daughter Ella is 8 years old, and she is in 3rd grade, and she has been battling brain cancer for the past 2 years, which is part of the reason that we needed to find a good school district for her to be in. And then I have a 5-year-old daughter named Adele, and she is just full of life. I mean, if you see us out, you'll get a glimpse of that. So with that being said, about my business, my previous life before cancer, I call it BC, before cancer, I was a certified body talk practitioner. I had an international practice that ranged from California to Malaysia. And I worked remotely on clients from Iowa and was able to grow my business that way. And I was incredibly blessed. I was a part of the chamber in my old community as well. So I built my business, through local channels as well as international channels. So after Ella was diagnosed, I left my career on a hospital room floor December 18th, 2015. And God has led me down a really interesting path to get me back into a career, just very different than the one I had before. So as you can imagine, our life looks very different now. So almost a year ago today, she was getting back into school. Her cancer is terminal. However, we are going for quality of life. So when she got back into school, I found myself really struggling, asking God, what is my purpose now? What do I need to be doing? Because I knew I couldn't go back to the practice I had before, the hours and all of that. It's just, there was no way I could do that. And she was struggling with depression, and so was I. She lost all of her abilities, and she's literally had to relearn how to do everything. So through that process, she stopped saying I love you, and she was never laughing, and she just, we were going for quality of life, but it wasn't much of a quality because she was sad a lot. So I was in prayer for most of my days, and luckily that prayer was answered. So last year I was following a keto lifestyle, which means probably not much to most of you unless you're familiar with keto. But ketogenic lifestyle basically means you eat low carb and high fat, and it helps your body to function better. And I knew that would be beneficial for her, but I wasn't sure how to go about doing that, taking sugar out of her diet completely when we're going for quality of life, and she's an 8-year-old kid, and I wasn't going to follow her around. So I was Googling around to see how to get in ketosis faster, and I found this company called Pruvit, and they have an exogenous ketone that comes in a powder form in a packet. You mix it with water and you drink it, and you're in ketosis within 30 minutes. So I read all the testimonials, made sure it was safe, and did my due diligence. And then I contacted there's a whole God story behind this. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I contacted a woman who I had been connected with 2 weeks prior in a very strange way. And anyway, I had her overnight this product to me, and I tried it myself first. And it was literally like someone had taken a windshield wiper across my brain and just cleared away all the junk, and I felt like myself again for the first time in a long time. And I'm sorry. So the next day, I gave some to Ella, the amount that they recommended for a child. And I was across the house cleaning, and I heard laughter coming from the other side of the house, and I knew it wasn't Adele. Adele laughs all the time, and I know her laugh. So I run across the house into Ella's room, and she's laughing, like a real, genuine laugh. And I didn't correlate it with a drink at all. So we just go about our day, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And the next day, I give her the drink, and she's laughing again, and she's playing with her sister in a way that she hadn't played in a long time. So I was like, that's so interesting. And it wasn't until days later, she started asking me for the drink. It's called Max. She started asking for Max. She said, Mom, it just makes me feel really good. So I started putting this together, and her muscles started growing back. She was a size 3 toddler, in a 7-year-old body, and for her muscles to start growing back within a couple weeks. I was blown away. They told me that she wouldn't be able to grow her muscles back because of the part of the brain that was damaged. So anyway, her muscles were growing back, and I was just blown away. I jumped on Facebook. I did a Facebook Live, and I shared it with everyone because I was happy for the first time. She was happy for the first time since before the diagnosis, and all of these health benefits were happening for both of us. So all of a sudden, I just had a swarm of people that wanted to feel better too, and I didn't fully understand the income opportunity with this company, but it is set up, it's a professional network marketing company, so there is no weird thing there. It's community-based marketing, and I understand the power of that. I understand that profession well. It wasn't exactly what I did before, with my previous life and career, but I did understand the power of having a product that works and being able to share your experience and how powerful that can be. So within a month, I had all of my prayers answered. I had a new career path, as well as everything I had asked for about my daughter, her personality, and those very important aspects of our life, quality of life, coming back to us. So, all right, I'm getting really winded here. So I just have been incredibly blessed by this opportunity. The company itself is called Pruvit, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a biohacking company. If you have followed so far, your body can either use ketones as fuel, as energy source, or it can use glucose, which is carbs. That's what most people run off of. And that's why most people crash during the day, or you eat carbs and you want to take a nap. It's because your body has a harder time processing that versus ketones. Ketones are our natural state of being. And babies are born in ketosis. Ketones are safe for almost everyone. The only person I wouldn't recommend it for is an uncontrolled diabetic. But other than that, they're safe, and they're safe for kids, they're safe for adults, elderly, and these exogenous ketones have various benefits depending on people's health and their conditions. But that is my business now. I help people to get into ketosis and feel amazing and pursue better in their life. So that is what I do. And as long as Ella is well and she's in school and she's loving life during those school hours, this is my career and this is what I do. And when she is home, that is our time. We make memories and we spend a lot of time, quality time together, and Adele. And we're so excited to be a part of the community and get to know people. I want to know about your businesses as well. It's important, and it always has been since before I was a business owner. You know, I've been in the corporate world too. I ventured down that road in my earlier years, and I understand the importance of shopping local and to keep money in our own communities. So with that being said, I'd love to know about you and your families, and I know everyone has a story, so I'd like to hear yours. So if you could reach out to me, I know the chamber will have my email and phone number in the directory, so I would encourage you to reach out to me. I would love to grab a coffee with you, get to know you. Just send me over your story. If you want to send it in a video, that would be awesome too. But I would love to connect with you personally. So the reason why I joined the chamber is obvious. I care about people, I care about community, and I want to be involved as much as I can during school hours. So thank you for listening to this. I appreciate it, and hope to see you out in the community. Take care.